Now, away from that story, the Ghana Union of Traders Association is raising fears their supply chain may be disrupted owing to the latest announcement by 3 military leaders in Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger to officially leave the West African sub-regional bloc, ECOWAS. Now, the 3 departing countries, which are currently facing sanctions for overthrowing democratically elected governments, say their decision to withdraw from ECOWAS was based on inhumane sanctions and deviated from the ideals of Pan-Africanism. Now, although there are growing fears of dire economic and food security implications for Ghana, the country's ambassador to Burkina Faso, Boniface Gambila, says that will be too early to call.
Can survive. The problem of these exports is the issue of ECOWAS sanctions. If we don't have ECOWAS sanctions, everything is free. And even with this, their decision, I don't see anything going to affect us. Because Ghana and Burkina Faso are brothers and sisters. That's what we must know. It's just that the Berlin Conference divided us. The 1825 or 1875 Berlin Conference. That is the only difference. But Ghana and Burkina Faso, if you get closer to the border, you won't even know the difference. And the government here sees the president of Nana Addo as their mother, their father. So the relationship is just so high that this change is just within the Sahel. It's a political issue of exploitation, of governance, of looking for freedom or looking for independence. And that will not affect Burkina and Ghana because Burkina depends on us a lot and we depend on Burkina a lot. Brothers and sisters don't, even brothers and sisters fight, they sleep together.
But the Ghana Union of Traders say their members could be adversely impacted as their main source of supply of onions, tomatoes, and other staples come from the Burkina Faso country. The departure of these countries, they argue, could create more hurdles in doing business. Dr. Joseph Obin is the president of the Ghana Union of Traders, and he joins us via Zoom now. Doc, what is your basis actually for this, apart from the fact that you get your supplies from Burkina Faso? Beyond that, why are you worried?
Well, when it comes to trading, we stand to benefit a lot. They come here to buy most of the imported goods that we even import to Ghana. And when it comes to second-hand clothing and all that, they buy a lot. Even the manufactured goods that we produce here, they come and buy. We have the advantage in this relationship. And that's when it comes to the relationship that exists between Burkina Faso, Ghana, Mali, and Niger, we are almost intertwined and interrelated. What we should do as a nation, because this thing is going to affect us more than even the other member states because of our relationship. And so I suggest that we should bypass the ECOWAS to find immediate solution by ourselves to solve this problem. Otherwise, it's going to affect us the most. The cross-border trading activities that goes on is going to be impacted negatively. Look at the cola nuts that we ship to Niger, the onions that we bring from there. You see that relationship. Look at the tomatoes that we bring. Look at the bulk of things that Burkinabés come and buy from there. Sometimes, if we have goods that is locked, one Burkinabé can come and buy a lot to go and stuff because we are at the coastal area, they are hinterland, so we have more importers here. So definitely, it's going to have a negative impact that we do not have to overlook. And I suggest that as a nation, Ghana will start to lose more than any of our counterparts in the other states. And that we should bypass the ECOWAS and find immediate solution.
Okay, so immediate solution, for instance, as you say, what would you maybe propose for the Trade Ministry or the Foreign Affairs Ministry to do in the interim as we look forward to a peaceful resolution of this particular crisis?
Yeah, we have ECOWAS as a community, and we have the ECOWAS protocol. But don't forget that we have our bilateral relationship as individual nations as well. So we have to use our bilateral relationship with these countries, and especially when we are so much connected historically and everything, we stand to gain than to follow the crowd. Otherwise, we will lose out. It's very important. Look at the number of Burkinabes that are staying here. Look at the number of people, Ghanaians, staying in those countries.
All right.
We are almost intertwined, the intermarriages and all that. And when these things come, what is going to happen is that there are going to be suspicions. So because of those suspicions, there are going to be stricter controls at the borders. So when it comes like that, then the cross-border trading activities is curtailed.
All right.
And then to whose disadvantage? To the business community, even more than the government. So it's very important that we look at this, situate it at the proper context, do our bilateral arrangements. Whilst ECOWAS is finding solution, we should not even wait, bypass and then find our own solutions. I think the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should not sleep on this and find ways to bridge up this almost broken relationship.
Thank you so much, Dr. Obin, for speaking to us here on Join News Prime.